Chocolate is a beloved treat for humans, but for dogs, it can be a deadly poison. The culprit behind chocolate's toxicity to dogs lies in two compounds found in cacao, theobromine and caffeine. These belong to a class of chemicals called methylxanthines, with theobromine being the primary concern. Why are dogs so sensitive to these compounds? It all comes down to how their bodies process them. Humans can efficiently break down and excrete theobromine and caffeine, but dogs metabolize these substances much more slowly. This means that these stimulants hang around in a dog's system for much longer, potentially causing severe health issues. When a dog consumes chocolate, these compounds can wreak havoc on their body. They stimulate the nervous and cardiovascular systems, leading to a range of symptoms. The effects can vary from mild to severe, depending on factors such as the type and amount of chocolate consumed, as well as the size of the dog. Let's break down the different types of chocolate and their potential dangers. Not all chocolate is created equal when it comes to toxicity in dogs. The general rule is, the darker and more bitter the chocolate, the more dangerous it is for dogs. This is because darker chocolates contain higher concentrations of theobromine and caffeine. Here's a rough guide to the theobromine content in different types of chocolate. White chocolate contains very little theobromine, about 0.25 milligrams per ounce. Milk chocolate contains 44 to 60 milligrams of theobromine per ounce. Dark, semi-sweet chocolate contains about 135 milligrams of theobromine per ounce. Unsweetened baker's chocolate contains a whopping 390-450 mg of theobromine per ounce. Dry cocoa powder contains the highest concentration, ranging from 400-737 milligrams of theobromine per ounce. As you can see, the difference between white chocolate and cocoa powder is staggering. This is why a small dog eating a piece of dark chocolate is at much greater risk than a large dog eating the same amount of white chocolate. So, how much chocolate does it take to poison a dog? The answer isn't straightforward, as it depends on both the type of chocolate and the size of the dog. However, here are some general guidelines. For milk chocolate, ingesting more than 0.5 ounces per pound of body weight can cause significant symptoms and may be fatal. For dark or semi-sweet chocolate, the threshold is much lower. Just 0.13 ounces per pound of body weight can be dangerous. To put this into perspective, a single 1.55-ounce Hershey's milk chocolate bar could potentially be lethal for a 3-pound Chihuahua. In contrast, a 75-pound Labrador would need to consume over 11 of these bars to reach a similarly dangerous dose. However, it's crucial to remember that these are just general guidelines. Individual dogs may have different sensitivities, and even smaller amounts can cause illness. Now, let's discuss the symptoms of chocolate poisoning in dogs. The effects can start to appear within 12 hours after ingestion and can last for up to 72 hours. Here are the signs to watch out for: vomiting and diarrhea. These are often the first signs of chocolate toxicity. Increased thirst and urination. The diuretic effect of theobromine can lead to dehydration, restlessness, and hyperactivity. Your dog may seem unusually agitated or excited, rapid breathing, and increased heart rate. The stimulant effects can cause these cardiovascular symptoms. Muscle tremors or twitching. In more severe cases, this can progress to full-blown seizures. Elevated body temperature. Chocolate toxicity can cause a fever in dogs. In severe cases, cardiac arrhythmias, internal bleeding, or even heart attacks can occur. If you suspect your dog has eaten chocolate, it's crucial to act quickly. Even if you're not sure of the exact amount consumed, it's better to err on the side of caution. Here's what you should do. Don't wait for symptoms to appear. By the time you see signs of poisoning, it may be harder to treat. Contact your veterinarian or an emergency animal hospital immediately. Be prepared to provide information about your dog's weight, the type of chocolate consumed, and the estimated amount eaten. If possible, keep the chocolate wrapper or packaging. This can help your vet determine the cocoa content and potential toxicity. Do not try to induce vomiting unless specifically instructed to do so by a veterinary professional. In some cases, this could do more harm than good. If your vet advises you to bring your dog in, do so as quickly as possible. Time is of the essence in treating chocolate toxicity. The treatment for chocolate poisoning in dogs depends on how recently the chocolate was consumed and the severity of the symptoms. Here's what you can expect. If the ingestion was recent and your dog isn't showing symptoms yet, the vet might induce vomiting to get as much of the chocolate out of the system as possible. Activated charcoal may be administered. This helps prevent further absorption of theobromine into the bloodstream. Intravenous fluids are often given to help flush the toxins out of the system and prevent dehydration. In more severe cases, additional treatments may be necessary. These could include medications to control heart rate, stop seizures, or manage other symptoms. Your dog may need to be hospitalized for monitoring, especially if they've consumed a large amount of dark chocolate or cocoa powder. The prognosis for chocolate poisoning depends on several factors, including how quickly treatment was sought, the amount and type of chocolate consumed, and the size of the dog. With prompt treatment, many dogs recover well from chocolate toxicity. However, in severe cases or when treatment is delayed, chocolate poisoning can be fatal. Prevention, as always, is better than cure. Here are some tips to keep your dog safe from chocolate. Store all chocolate products, including cocoa powder and baking chocolate, in secure, dog-proof containers or high cupboards. Educate all family members, especially children, about the dangers of giving chocolate to dogs. Be especially vigilant during holidays like Easter, Christmas, or Halloween, when chocolate is often more abundant in the home. Remember that chocolate can be found in unexpected places, like some baked goods or protein bars. Always check ingredients before sharing human food with your dog. If you're a gardener, be aware that cocoa bean mulch, sometimes used in landscaping, can also be toxic to dogs if ingested. It's worth noting that while chocolate is a well-known toxin for dogs, it's not the only human food that can be dangerous. Other foods to keep away from your canine companions include grapes and raisins, which can cause kidney failure in dogs. Onions and garlic, which can damage a dog's red blood cells. Macadamia nuts, which can cause weakness, depression, and hyperthermia in dogs. Xylitol, an artificial sweetener found in many sugar-free products, which can cause a rapid drop in blood sugar and liver failure in dogs. Always research before sharing any human food with your pet, and when in doubt, stick to dog-specific treats and foods. In conclusion, while chocolate is a delightful treat for humans, it poses a serious health risk to our canine companions.